Hi everyone, and welcome to the Daily Citizen Weekly Video Update. As usual, there's been a lot that's happened since we talked last, so let's get right to it. Breaking in the last 24 hours, a historic peace agreement between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. Tweeting about the deal, President Trump said, "Huge breakthrough today. Historic peace agreement between our two great friends, Israel and the UAE." This is a developing story, and we will bring you more information as we have it. Turning to political news here in the U.S., Vice President Joe Biden has selected a running mate, California Senator Kamala Harris. With more on that story and what it means for the campaign, our own Zach Metler.
Hey everyone. On Tuesday, presumptive Democrat nominee Joe Biden chose California Senator Kamala Harris as his running mate. Now, for many Democrats and mainstream media outlets, they see this choice as kind of safe and moderate and pragmatic. But for Republicans and conservatives, they see this as quite a radical choice. Now, this pick also seems to have sparked a lot of excitement among the Democrat base. Joe Biden announced on Thursday that his campaign, within 48 hours of the announcement, raised $34.6 million. Now, it's up to the American people to decide who they want as their next vice president. And the American people will get to see Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Harris debate on October 7th.
Thanks, Zach. We're looking forward to covering those debates, and obviously that'll be an important story that we continue to bring you updates on. Next, should you trust the media? A new Gallup poll says that trust in the media is at an all-time low. With more on that story, Brittany Raymer. Brittany?
Thanks, Michael. This recent poll done by Gallup in coordination with the Knight Foundation revealed that many Americans just don't trust the media anymore. In fact, some of the highlights include that many believe that the media is contributing to the partisan divide in this country, and 8 in 10 believe that inaccuracies in reporting are intentional. Attorney General William Barr agrees. In an interview with Mark Levin, Barr talked about how the media is projecting a narrative, and which suggests that there is no such thing as objective truth. But despite this negative review, many Americans still believe that the media is essential to democracy.
Thanks, Brittany. That's an important story, and we trust you'll keep us updated as the developments come in. This week, Facebook announced that it had censored over 7 million posts. What were they, and what's their criteria for censoring content? With more on that story, Jeff Johnson has an update.
Good morning, Michael, and good morning, everybody. So this week, Facebook released its Community Standards Enforcement Report, and they announced that they had removed 7 million COVID-related posts from Facebook accounts, and they had plastered warnings of misinformation on 98 million different posts. The company says that it uses information from the World Health Organization and groups like the CDC to monitor postings about COVID and to remove false information. At the same time, because they had sent so many workers home in the last 3 months due to the COVID lockdown orders, they had fewer removals of posts that related to child nudity or suicide or self-harm, partly because it would be so difficult to have people working at home on these kind of graphic posts. So those posts went down, which means that parents need to be even more vigilant about what their kids are seeing on Facebook.
Thanks, Jeff. And to wrap us up, a story about free speech being reborn in the bastion of liberty. With more on that, Bruce Housknecht.
Hi. You know, free speech is in danger in this country right now. With today's cancel culture, blacklisting, and the fear of social media mobs, it's no wonder that 60% of Americans recently said that they're afraid to voice their political opinions for fear of offending someone. That's why a new movement has begun, launched by our friends at Alliance Defending Freedom, called the Philadelphia Statement. This statement, which can be found online at thephillystatement.org, outlines basic principles of free speech and asks everyone to sign on and to start implementing those principles in everyday life. You should check out their story at their website, thephillystatement.org.
Those are the top stories we've been covering over the last week. We hope you'll join us next time for more news behind the news.